Welcome into another video on the channel. Today we're checking out some more Alaska gold fever. We left off panning gold. I don't know if restarting the game causes things to reload. I don't see any gold here, so it looks like we are going to go ahead and start digging. The goal is to do the purification quest, and once we get that done, we should be able to start making gold bars. At least that's what the quest has implied here. Let's go ahead and start digging out our new mine here. I do think that this mine is going to be a little bit bigger than the first one, just because this track start is here. So let's go ahead and see what this is all about. Let's start digging. We're gonna try to keep it flush all the way through. So we'll be kind of like taking out the layers. There's definitely some tedious nature in all of this. Come on, buddy. I feel like the distance at which I can hit these is getting like smaller. Like, I feel like I should be able to hit that, but I have to go that far up to get it. I don't know if the playtest had a further distance, or maybe it was shorter and I'm just tripping. Alright, we got our side here, so we have a place to put a one of these beams when we need to. The time it takes for it to pull out something when you select it is quite long. Like, if I go to the beam and then I go back, you can see the time from when the green thing disappeared. That's when I pressed the button to when the pickaxe actually came out. It's quite a lengthy time. So far I am enjoying this game. It is very relaxing, at least the mining portion. Okay, so we got rubble falling, so we'll go ahead and place a thingy there. There we go. Alright, and we are just trying to get the like 366 or 356? 356 for the gold, and then we can stop doing this for a minute. I don't know though if we have enough, so I'm gonna go until this pickaxe breaks, and then we'll scoop it all up and see what we can get out of that. Pickaxes don't really seem to last that long, but I'm sure the better ones will be better. For durability, I mean. Let's go ahead and put all this in the sieve here. a bit more trips. Though I think it's more efficient to pick all of it up into one single pile. Like this. And then we don't have to spend so much time clicking. Because like every time you walk away and come back, you kind of forget what you're doing. And so you're wasting a bunch of time. Do you think we're gonna get the gold we need, or are we gonna have to start digging some more? If we're gonna have to dig more, I'm gonna have to make some more pickaxes. Pretty sure. I got a little bit on this one. Let's go ahead and break this one too while we're at it. Why not? That rock had a little bit of gold on it. That one too. Alright, so we broke that. Let's go ahead and pick all this up real quick. Alright, so we don't have any more pickaxes. So we'll have to make some more. I think we want to continue digging. Alright. Now, did we get enough? That's the question. We got 31 iron. We did not get enough. We still need 99. Or, excuse me, 199. Alright, that means that we need to make some... Oh, look. Look. We got some shiny gold. We need to make some pickaxes. Any more over here? No. It is nighttime. I wonder if sleeping would bring those up. Looks like some of it came back. Not all of it, though. We can grab what we can. I'm not sure what's the better option for collecting gold. Like, I don't know if mining is better than panning. Like, you might get more from mining, but it takes longer. I'm not sure. We'll just hop around and see if we can't finish this off. I mean, most of the gold that we have right now we got from panning in the last episode. Be very fitting to get the remainder of what we need by panning. Ooh! I don't know why we're taking damage out of the water. Ooh! It might be too cold up here. Let's see any gold in that river. So we'll go check the other branch. Seems like the further I get from the town, the more damage I Or like the colder it gets, so the more damage I take. Anything up there? I don't see any up there. Check this branch over here. There is some. Weird. Some of the like rocks disappear when I look at them. I almost have enough. There we go. We have enough now. Gonna eat a couple things. Berries, things. What's this? There's a collapsed mine here. Weirdly, it's like beds and stuff. Beds, tents. But the mine is closed. I wonder if there's gonna be like a thing to unlock this. There's nothing on the map here, so I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna end up being. Oh shit. Nope, 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 nope. No, thank you. There was like 9 wolves. Oh well. Go ahead and leave. Thank you. Go ahead and just bounce out. I don't know how far they're gonna follow me, but at least one of them saw me. We're gonna go back to the town and I think we need to buy some mercury. We didn't buy mercury. We bought mercury. Okay, so we don't need to buy it. We just need to go to the workshop. Around. There should be some sticks around here. I want to make sure I grab those. It's time to go to the engineer's workshop, which I believe is here. Gold refining is a very important process that increases its value. To do this, approach the refining station and add the necessary materials such as gold, mercury, and sticks for fuel. The refining process usually takes quite some time, so it's worth doing something else in the meantime. Once the process is complete, you will receive refined gold as a reward, along with the magnet, which is a byproduct. It might come in handy later. So it's saying I would get magnet and gold back from it. Interesting. I don't know what the magnet would be for. Wait. Do we have any side? We do have side quests. Okay. So we have some time to waste. Using the bar. Need for space. Talk to the hunter. Collect the materials needed to build a bar. We don't have money, so we wouldn't be able to get fur, cloth, planks. I think we can make. Go to the mountain shelter to talk to the owner. Talk to the engineer about increasing the power of your tools. Go back to the general store. Let's do that real fast because we're here already. What the heck, kid? Have you been drinking? I was just trying to be polite. I'm in a good mood, that's all. So you have been drinking. What do you need? I just want to take a break from all this constant work, so I figured I'd go down to the river and try panning for gold the old-fashioned way. I even bought the right pan for it. Excellent idea. From what I know, there are quite a few spots in our rivers where some gold washed down from the mountains may appear. Hand me your map, I'll mark one of my favorite places for you. Not too far from here, you'll have peace and quiet, learn how to use the pan properly. I don't need to learn, there was a bit of gold in the Polish mountains too, but not enough to make real money though. It probably works the same here. I'll scoop up the riverbed silt, swirl the pan, and toss out the lighter mud so the gold flakes stay at the bottom. Easy. Well, I didn't expect that. You've got a good head on your shoulders. Good to know. Thank you kindly. You've truly been helpful. Now I'm going to have a bit of fun and enjoy a moment of relaxation. Okay. That pan away. There we go. Do we need anything here? Upgrade the mini bucket. That would be actually really nice. The bigger that bucket is, the better. Let's see, J. Okay, so it wants us to go do like actual panning. I guess I missed the quest when we first started it, so I should have been doing that. Let's go talk to the hunter. Farm. Mountain Lodge. So that's where one of the quests is. Undiscovered. I'm assuming that's a mine. Hunter. Okay. So just follow the road going up towards the mine we have over there. Grab these berries just in case. Sticks. Speaking of sticks, we need some of these guys. Actually, there was the engineer. Before I forget, let's go talk to him about his little spiritual thing. You look like one of the true native inhabitants of these lands. That's fascinating. It's a pleasure to meet you, young man. I assume you're the relative of Ben, aren't you? Could you tell me something about your traditions, or perhaps offer some advice that might help me accomplish my mission of bringing your family here, right? Well, if you're interested, I can tell you about the power of nature spirits. Yes, of course. In my country, I've seen things no one would believe, yet they were very real. Teach me then how to use the power of nature. It's really quite simple. Each of the gemstones you find in the local mines represent a different kind of power tied to nature. Ruby stands for strength, topaz symbolizes speed, and emerald represents life. You can attach one or more gemstones to your pickaxe. Their power infusing both the tool and yourself. The helpful spirits will then support you in your work so you can aid your family. That sounds fascinating and mysterious, but I assume that if I have a clear conscience, the powers will grant me their trust. Exactly. To start, take this ruby from me and prepare a simple stone and pickaxe, and you'll see the difference with your own eyes. Good luck. Okay, so that was this one. Buy the recipe for the stone pickaxe. Who has the recipe? Look at all these racks, man. Dude, they are everywhere. There's like no sticks, it's just rocks. Jeez. Alright, do you have the recipe? Oh. Just oil and torch. Oil and torch. You have a recipe that is for gunpowder firecracker crafting recipe. Look at all these guns. Winchester, a sniper rifle, shotgun, and revolver. All those guns are pricey. Where do we get the recipe for this? This looks like clothing stuff. Okay, so this is for crafting clothes. I don't think the carpenter would have the recipe. Is there something in here? So we got an iron pickaxe, a stone pickaxe, axe, stone axe, shovel. Iron bars. Stone pickaxe crafting recipe. Okay, so it's $50. And we don't have $50. So we need to grab that stick. How much gold do we have left? $1.68. Is that gonna be enough? That might get us just enough. It did. We're 15 cents over. Let's go. Let's go get the recipe. There we go. So you can't craft it in your inventory. You're not in required crafting area. All recipes are locked. So that's gonna take wood and rock, which we have. That is not the right bench. Is this? Yes. Okay. So let's do. We'll do 3 of those. Oh wait, I was doing a quest with those. That's right. You said Ruby. Yeah, Ruby. There we go. Your pickaxe and axes can be enhanced with special gemstones, thanks to which the spirits of nature will strengthen your work. Each gemstone guarantees different bonuses. A ruby increases the tool's power, a topaz allows for faster work, and an emerald makes the tool last longer. The better the tools you carry, the more gemstones you can attach to it. You can find the gemstones themselves in mines, so keep a close watch. Looking at the thing here, they just put that one in there and it had 3 slots. Good to know. All right. So the Field of Spirit one's done. Head over to the Carpenter's Workshop by the mine. We're gonna do the Hunter one still. Grab up our sticks. I don't know why this one stick won't let me pick it up. Look, the wolves are still there from the last episode. It's like 5 of them. There's at least 5 wolves there. I'm messing around with that. Just hop our way to the hunter. Alright, where are we? Okay, so that's our mine right there. And the hunter's here, so we're just gonna follow the road. It's gonna V. And then we're just gonna go straight, I guess. This must be the V. There's a building there. I'm looking around to make sure there's no like bears or anything there. In the playtest, we did run across wolves in one of the quests we had to go and clear some wolves out. But I have not seen any bears, so I don't know how they work in this game. Deer meat, bolt crafting recipe, that's good. An awful fancy looking gun there, sir. howdy. You know what? I'll tell you something. It's obvious you're just starting out. That backpack of yours is more for mushroom picking than for surviving out here. Yeah, maybe you're right. Lacking space is a bit of a pain. There's a way to do it. You need something larger, and nothing works better than animal hide, which is durable and lightweight. I can teach you how to skin it properly so nothing goes to waste. Sounds great. How do we go about it? The task is simple. Hunt an animal and bring me its hides. Remember that the real work only begins after you kill them, so you won't get far without a sharp knife. Sounds like I'm in for quite an ordeal. Local animals are mostly herd creatures, so try to lure one away or hit it from a distance. A loner is an easy target, but when they gather into an aggressive or frightened herd, it's better to run. The best method is to break the herd apart. You can do it. Any tips for skinning itself? The whole idea is to let the blade do the work for you, guide it smoothly under the skin along the muscles, long confident strokes from the belly all the way to the snout. Then gently but firmly pull the hide away. As they say, make haste slowly. This isn't a race. Use the knife I'm giving you for this. Alright, I'll come back once I have the skins. Good plan, just don't make me wait. Animal field dressing is a complicated art and requires multi-stage learning. From now on, by owning a new knife, you will obtain more materials from each animal. This means that after hunting an animal, you can approach it and using the E key cut meat and leather from it. Okay. What are we doing now? Feed me, my dear. No, it was Need for Space. That's it. Purchase a revolver to hunt deer. Well, that's not going to do us very good right now because we have 15 cents to our name. And if I remember correctly, when we were in the gun place, the revolver was $50. Some deer there. So we're not going to be able to do that. Could go check and see how these gold panning. While exploring the wild areas of Alaska, watch for bright shining spots in riverbeds. These indicate that gold can be found in that location. To collect it, you need to use the old reliable method of manually panning with a special pan. To start the gold panning process, approach the shimmering spot. Yeah, we already did all this. Screen instructions. Okay. This is telling me how to pan for gold, even though we already did it. It looks like the stuff that wasn't back is now back. So let's grab some of this real fast. Is this even counting towards the quest? Feed me. It doesn't look like it is. No. Okay, so it's got to be in the spot that they were telling me to go to. Oh, that was two. Oh, that's right. There was a bunch over here. Okay, there's those. Oh. Means there's probably some more up the hill and stuff. I don't want to keep going for these just because we're trying to accomplish stuff here. Actually, though, we did get a decent amount. That's almost $10. So we could... I mean, that's not gonna get us the revolver. That's 75. Let's go ahead and break some of this up. I don't, it doesn't feel faster to me. And also, I still feel like things that we should be able to hit, we're not able to. Look at that gold. I'm trying to think of what it was we needed for the hotel. We needed fur, which means we either need money or we need to figure out how to get fur. And the hunter said leather, but I don't think we get it from hunting, at the moment at least. Okay. If anybody's wondering why I'm like putting these off to the side instead of like in the middle anywhere, I want to leave room for the track because we're gonna be doing tracks in here, and it's a pain if you put those in the middle and then have to run the track. You either have to go around it or you have to remove them and then move them out to the side. So I'd rather just do it right the first time. I learned that lesson in the playtest. So. No, mining was like this in real life, where you just like one tap big ass rocks. I would 100% go mine for a living. Especially if you only had to hit it this light. It doesn't really feel like I'm heavily swinging a pickaxe here. I feel like there's a turn there. Oh, where am I tripping? No, look, this side has it too. Is it gonna like open up into a wider area, or are we turning sideways? I think in one of the playtests they had a mine that was similar to that, where it kind of teed off. That's what I'm kind of getting a vibe here. Look at all that gold, bro. We'll take that gold. Yeah, see, we're going around, and this side looks like it was doing it too. So I'm assuming it's either a T, meaning each is gonna go that way and that way, but not forwards, or it's gonna open up into a bigger area. Now, I haven't seen in any of the playtests, I haven't seen like big open areas, so I don't imagine it's gonna be that. I have a feeling this is a T. Look at that go. Alright, let's go ahead and clean this up. We're not here to do all of this at the moment, so we're just grabbing a little bit of money. We're really just wasting time because that thing said we had 12 hours. Let's go ahead and put this in here. Like $18 of gold right now, or somewhere around there. This is gonna put us well over that, I'm sure. $44 iron. And a decent amount of gold. We're at 22, 5, and 15. So not as much as I was thinking it was going to push us up, but let's grab these sticks. Alright, let's go back to checking our gold that we're purifying. I don't know if we've been 12 hours yet, but I really I think this is gonna be one of those things where I find it hard not to grab when we pass by them because they're so shiny. Oh, there's more. Okay, let's settle down here. I don't. Oh, there's more gold over there. I don't know where we are. Oh wait, this is the second bridge. Okay, I think I know where we are. I just don't want to walk into where all the wolves are. Look at that lag, man. Damn. Wolves are up there. We gotta get some planks made. Actually, how much wood do we have? 38, so we're gonna have to do some trees too. Is this done? It is, okay. Now, it said we were gonna get a magnet. But I didn't see a magnet on the list of things we got. Iron ore, cloth, rock. I feel like I got ripped off. Not gonna lie. Oh, we don't have enough gold for that. Go to the craftsman and talk about smelting metals. Your friend is kind of weird. Welcome, I hope he didn't scare you off. He's quite an interesting man. I'd even say fascinating. Definitely. So what brings you here? Let me guess, you'd like to melt down your purified gold. Not exactly hard to guess, since you were standing just a few meters away while I was using that magic machine of his. No need to be snarky. I only wish to help the relative of a good friend of mine. Ben was a great guy. I miss him a lot. Sorry, the Reverend already scolded me once, but your local carpenter probably made me a bit jumpy. Anyways, yes, you're right. I'd like to learn how to smelt pure gold into bars. I've heard it's more profitable. Exactly. Over there in the corner, you'll find a special smelting furnace. You can use it to melt purified gold into solid gold bar. You can put either gold or iron into the furnace and get a bar of a specific weight, but don't mix the two. Combining iron and gold will ruin the batch and waste both materials. Sounds simple enough. Do you offer any other services? Since you asked, I wanted to buy 2 new tool stations, but I don't have enough money. Maybe someday, if you have a bit of extra cash or know of some spendthrift rich fellow, let me know. I'll definitely try to help you, though maybe not right now. Thanks for the advice. I'll smelt what I got. I'll smelt what I've got and head to the bank. I don't know why the reading or like the words in this game is so damn hard. I think it's the font, but reading what the people are saying messes with my brain in this game. I feel like I'm reading like somebody's reading and you're playing it back on like 50%. Smelting gold into bars increases its selling value, but a bar can only be made from pure gold using a special furnace at the craftsman's workshop. You can add any type of gold to the mentioned furnace, dust flakes, or nuggets. The only rule you must follow is the weight, which must be exactly 1 kilogram of material to make the bar. The same rule also applies to smelting iron ore into iron bars. Okay. I think put that in there and then start. It's gonna take 12 hours. Oh my goodness. All right, so we need, I don't want to turn, I mean, 19, I mean, so we have, $50 worth of gold right here. That would get us the revolver, which should progress that quest. Or would it make sense? I'm gonna sleep on it. I want to know how much those gold bars actually get us. Because that was, I think, $80 in gold. Okay, you cost $3 a day, and you've got 2 days missing, so I'm assuming this is 2 days of the hotel's money, which means that I am making $2 a day off of you, which is fantastic. I mean, I'd like it to be more, but alright, let's go check and see how much, if enough time has passed. I don't think it has. It has not. 6 hours passed. Trying to think of what we could do for 6 hours. What is happening? I'm taking damage. To save my sanity, I am going to take the gold we have and sell it. Which gets us 55.92. We're at 60. We're gonna buy the revolver for the quest. I got the best gear around. I've got the best gear around. One thing I've noticed is the game, if it doesn't have anything to say to you, it'll just, like, your character will say something that the other person is supposed to say, and then the other person says it, so it gets said twice, but you don't progress anything. Why is it, it's so snowy. Alright, I thought that was a stick. We need to go to the hunter, right? For that quest. Need for space. Go to the deer feeding ground near the hunter's hut. Yeah, okay. We got the, revolver here. Gonna need berries so we can heal up on our way. Now, it specifically said deers, and it said by the hunter's hut, so I'm assuming that this is one of those quests that will brick the game if you do it wrong. So I'm following the quest to the T. Now we saw the deers, they were like right there. Like right in front of me. Oh, there's one. And there. I don't like that we're taking damage from the snow. Deer meat and leather. Why did the other one take so many shots? Alright, we got that. Was that enough for what we needed? Go back to the hunter. Go back to the hunter. Yo, what up, dog? I've got the hides. It wasn't as hard as I thought. Look, you're a natural born hunter. Really great job. I'm very glad I did well. It's important to me that my mission goes as efficiently as possible. I don't know why I read effortlessly. I'll keep these pelts as a memento of your first hunt under my guidance. So be it. Do with them as you wish. Thank you for the earlier advice. It really made things easier. Glad to hear it. Now you know the skill. Take that bigger backpack I have made for you. You've earned it with your own hands. Your current backpack has certain limitations and can carry a relatively small amount of items. To change this, regularly visit the hunter and deliver the materials needed to increase your backpack's capacity. Each subsequent level of backpack development will unlock additional slots for equipment and supplies, which will be very useful during your further journey. It looks like some of the slots got open. Like, I'm pretty sure this was 3, and this was 4, or maybe even 5. Actually, I think it was 5 because I only had 3 spaces, so we lost, or it took away 2 there. Alright. That brought up a thing here. Talk to the hunter about obtaining animal fur. I need some warmer clothes. Yeah, those rags of yours look better suited for a spring stroll than surviving in here. I've noticed some folks around here wearing fur-lined clothing, so I thought maybe I could convince our furrier to make something like that for me. Well, hunting wolves or bears for their fur is a tough trade, and lately it just hasn't been worth the effort. No customers means no products. That's how the market works, but if you'd like, I can teach you how to separate the skin from the fur without ruining it. Perfect, that's exactly what I was about to ask. The idea is fairly simple. When you make a cut to harvest the hide, start with a similar cut at a shallower angle, sliding the blade just under the fur so the skin separates and comes off in a clean sheet. However, you'll need a better knife for that. Take this one. Didn't you just give me a knife, sir? What the hell? I didn't think of that, but it makes perfect sense now. Thank you so much for the lesson. I'll head out right away and put this new knowledge and knife into practice. Alright. What do we get for the knife now? Where is the knife? There it is. Sharpened hunter knife. Hunting knife. Alright. What is the quest for it? Go to the furrier's workshop. So that was I think the dude that was in town, that had, like, the front place, the place closest to the water. That we accidentally ran into. I'm just gonna hop along. Hop along, little dog. Look at all that gold. I'm so tempted to stop and do that, but if I panned every time I felt or saw one of those, I'd spend forever panning. I think the furrier's in that house right there. Good day, I've come to you with the proposal. Would you make me a new fur-lined outfit if I were to provide the materials myself? The hunter already explained why you're not doing this kind of work anymore, but I am a stubborn man, and frankly, I'm freezing my backside off in what I'm wearing now. With that thin jacket, I'd probably freeze to death the moment I realized, or the moment a real blizzard hit. It is true that I am not running sales at the moment, but the reason is somewhat different than you think. Unfortunately, a few months ago, a wolf bit my hand so badly that I still cannot sew on my own. That is why I cannot sell you clothes, only the recipes for making them. Losing a skill that supports you is a very unfortunate unfortunate matter. No problem, I can learn and create a set of clothes for myself and a few for you so you have something to trade. I assume you are a clever young man, so we will do it this way. Bring me some materials as a reserve so that I can try to sew something in my spare time. To start with, take this recipe for a leather jacket. It may not be much, but it will be enough for the beginning. Unfortunately, you will have to invest in the rest of the recipes because I still need to make a living somehow. Leather, fur, and cloth. I will take care of what needs to be done and return as soon as I can. I will try to make this leather jacket myself under your watchful eye. Young and ambitious. I used to be just like that. Makes me miss the old days. Oh god. What is the quest now? It's getting cold. Collect the materials requested by the furrier. Collect cloth, leather, and fur. I wonder if the wolves will give fur. Like, I don't have the money to buy a bunch of stuff. Like, I don't even think we're gonna be able to do this quest at the moment because I don't have the money for the cloth. I think the cloth was like $4 or $3 or something. For the 12. Or no, for the 3. So, $3 or $4 times 4 is definitely more than what we have here. I see these wolves. Let's go ahead and give this a shot. That one's down. Uh-oh. That wolf ran away. What do I feel like we're missing a wolf. Oh, yeah, it's this one. Get away from me. There's one more in here, and I am getting the fur and leather for this. Where did that wolf run off here? There he is. Okay. We wasted a lot of ammo doing that. This is not a very effective gun, I don't think. Or it could just be the mechanics of the game, but... And all these berries real quick. Abandoned mine. Couple sticks. We gotta go talk to the carpenter too to do the planks, I believe it was. We have 15 fur, 18 leather, 1 cloth. I don't think we have enough. For the cloth here, 450. So it's even more than I thought. What was the amount that we needed? 15. So we need 14. So be 450 times 6. Is it 6? No, 5. I don't know where I got 6 from. 450 times 5. So be... Is that 20... we'll say 23. We don't have any gold, so that's not good. Let's see what this is, if this is done. It is. Let's go see how much we get. Actually, I could see here, right? It's $150. Let's fucking go. Continue, yes. This, exchange. Thanks, dude. Peace. Okay, so we can finish this up then. 1, 2, 3, 4. You got any more in here, buddy? Oh, you had fur for sale. Oh. There's no more cloth. Is this like I just gotta leave and come back, or do I gotta sleep? Leave and come back. Alright. Right now we have 13. That puts us at 16. We're good. Let's run up here to the furrier. Hello? Oh, it just wanted me to find the sticks. Ah, it's cold. Alright. So I think that was all we needed for this dude, right? The cold isn't polite. It shows no mercy for those who aren't prepared. The cold. Okay. What am I missing here? It's getting cold. Craft an insulated jacket. There we go. I think we're probably gonna have to talk to him. No, we gotta put it on. Insulated jacket. There we go. The further you venture into the terrain, the lower the temperatures will reach you. That is why it is worth buying better and warmer clothes from the local furrier. Remember, from now on, you can craft various clothes and sell them to the furrier to earn extra income. It can be a pleasant break from work in the mine. Okay. And then talk to the furrier. Okay. Done. What do you think of the results, sir? Very decent stitching. I see that someone must have taught you, right? Your mother, sister, a lover. My grandmother, she was a dear woman, though a bit pesky, and she couldn't sit still, so she was always doing something. Ah, just like mine. One very freezing winter, she made clothes for the entire village. Mine sewed clothes for the entire army. Our insurgents never had better coats, and even a bayonet couldn't suppress the clothes my grandmother made. My grandmother would have sewn your grandmother's hands to her ass and jabbed her in the ear. What? What? Alright, enough of this contest. Let's respect them and stuff. Agreed, though mine is still better. Okay. Alright. That got rid of it. It's cold. We got raising bar, which we need a lot of planks. We need one more fur for that and some cloth. The mountain shelter, the loan. Turn to the river near the mine. Efficiency. And by the riverside mine. Well, that was weird. The first thing I think we should do is replace the revolver ammo that we spent. What is this? Gunpowder. Gunpowder. Oh, that must be to make those firecrackers. Alright, and then that means that we have ammo for that again. That is like the... It's not a very efficient gun, that's for sure. Oh wait, we could do iron. I don't have sticks. I don't have gold. I don't have enough gold for this even. Well, let's do the iron stuff here. I think we needed 24. There we go. I'll get that started. And then come in here and sleep. There we go. And I'll take those out. Let's go check and see if it's 6 hours for the iron. No, iron is done. Nice. So we got some iron bars. I don't know what we're gonna need it for, but we got it. I think though we're gonna go ahead and call this episode here. I appreciate everybody that hung out and whatnot. If you're enjoying this video, definitely let me know in the comments below. I should say this series. I'm really enjoying this game. It is, even though it's a little stuttery here and there with the frames, it seems to have calmed down a little bit, but there are still some issues. Like right now, just hopping around in this area, I'm going from 39 FPS up to 70, just depending on where I am. Anyways, y'all have a fantastic rest of your day. Peace.